Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So, a few days, maybe weeks, I don't know when I'm putting this up, ago, I went over taxes, how to lower what you're paying in taxes, or if you get money back, how to get more money back. Hopefully, you've watched. If you haven't, I'll put a thing up in the corner for you to, a direct link to it so you can take a look at that. It's helpful, it's beneficial, explains like tax buckets and how tax brackets actually works. I feel like a lot of people have it wrong. Of course, discussing taxes, I was talking about with a friend of mine. I'm the money guy. People ask me questions. Someone asked me, what's the standard deduction? 13,850. What is that, like money I'm getting back? No. No. So it occurred to me having this conversation that most people don't understand what the standard deduction is. And you can find definitions for it, but like, what is it in plain English? Well, plain English standard deduction is the first chunk of your money that you get to keep federal income tax free. So if you make $20,000 in a year, that first $13,850, as this year, as tax years go on, that amount can change. But the first $13,850 you make is federal income tax free. So again, just so you understand, like that first 13.8, Uncle Sam's like, nah, you got that, we ain't gonna touch that. Now, if you're using tax filing software or you're paying somebody, they should be applying the standard deduction when they do your taxes. If they're not, you probably shouldn't be paying them. You're paying way too much in taxes, and software has it pretty much built in. I haven't seen any that haven't, but it's going to ask you, are you using the standard deduction or are you itemizing your deductions? Hey, Larry, what's an itemized deduction? I'm happy you asked. Made-up person wasn't here and is watching this video at some point in the future, hopefully repeatedly. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't have many subscribers. But the itemized, so there's two ways you can do your deductions. There's a standard one, which is just a flat amount, 13,850, boom, off the top, you're good. Then there's something called itemizing deductions. That's when you take, I don't want to take a giant chunk. Here's all the little things that, I shouldn't be taxed on. And you list them out. If you don't know what your itemized deductions are, or you don't know what itemized deductions means, you probably shouldn't be itemizing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Take the standard, keep it moving. Now, if you think that the itemizing may be better for you, I can make a video about that, some common ones. Y'all let me know in the comment section below, and we can go over some of the common ones. And because I'm discussing money, I feel like it's important for me to say, I am not your CPA. I am not your attorney. I am not a CPA or an attorney. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to help everybody out with plain, simple definitions. And that's what that whole disclaimer is for, like, not financial, whatever the standard one is. Y'all know what I mean? Nobody watches these anyway. But, so those are your two options, your standard and your itemized. The standard is just that first chunk of change that you make every year that is federal income tax free. This year, it's $13,850. Or you can itemize, do it nickel and dime, piece by piece. If you don't know what those are, you probably should just take the standard. Now, for those of you who are still here, thank you for sticking around. But you may have had other questions like, well, it's the standard. Does everybody get the same standard deduction? Kinda. Most people are going to take the standard deduction. There are a few modifications, though. And I have the IRS website up to make sure I get it right. For this year, if you're a married couple, legally married, and you're filing together, your standard deduction for your one return is $27,700, which is up $1,800 from last year. If you're the head of household, like if you have kids or dependents and you're head of household, your standard deduction is $20,800. To give you another, there's one more thing that I want to touch on. If you're blind or if you're over 65, your standard deduction is higher than is everybody else. But if you're blind and you're listening to the videos, hopefully I sound amazing. And if you're over 65 and you're watching YouTube and you clicked on me, thank you. I appreciate you, Pop or Mama. Yeah, that's today's video, and I have some news for y'all. Today's video is still brought to you by no one, absolutely no one. I am doing this purely out of the kindness of my heart, and I genuinely want to help. I hope these videos find the right audience, and it gives some clarity, some honesty to somebody, and it helps in plain English. But to wrap it all up and put a nice, neat little bow, standard deduction is the first chunk of money that you make that is federal income tax free. For this year, it is $13,850. If it changes next year, which I'm thinking it will because of inflation, I'll come back next year and give you all an update. It probably won't be as long and drawn out as this video, but I'll give you an update. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions or if you want to see the itemized deduction video, let me know in the comments and I can go over those too. But other than that, y'all take it easy.